All right, today we are planting our food forest orchard garden extravaganza. Here we are zooming in from up high to show the context for where we're at. We had a nice open spot within the pine trees. It's about 100 by 100. It gave us enough space to plant a bunch of trees. So we ordered these trees in the wintertime, and they said they'd be delivered in mid-March, which apparently means February 28th. So we had to get this installed quickly. From start to finish, it was about 3 days to get everything in the ground, and then adding the water system took another couple days after that. Just waiting on parts and stuff. So we started out by getting the post hole digger out. Joy and I muscled this thing through our hard-packed soil and drilled a bunch of holes in the ground for the perimeter of our fencing. Our main corner posts are these big telephone poles that the telephone company left behind when they replaced their poles. So we got those, and so we stuck them in the ground. They're big, like 12 inches across, and they're treated so they'll last a while. They're about 10 feet long. I cut them down to length, so they would be about 8 feet above ground. So the 6-foot fence, and then I'm gonna run a string of barbed wire over the top just to keep the deer out. We have lots of deer around here, and they nibbled my last little garden I tried to plant out here. And there's my Crocs walking back out for day 2. We dug all of our trees on contour so that we could retain as much water as we can. We're in the high desert, and so we get like 14 inches of rain a year, and a lot of that comes as snow in the winter. So just dug like a 1 to 2 foot trench and then piled the dirt on the downhill side, and then we're going to plant the trees in the downhill berm. So that is a classic swale and berm setup. And then here Leo and I are stretching up our 6-foot fence. The fence was the most expensive part of the whole project. So we're tacking it in with U-nails. This video on the left is the dump pile that was in this spot before. Fun little clip. And then here we're stretching it tight with a T-post, just kind of woven through it, and then ratchet strapping it around that corner post. It doesn't really need to be that tight. It's just keeping the deer out, but it does look nicer when it is tight. So we did our best, and it turned out pretty well. So every 8 or 10 feet, we put T-posts in between these telephone poles. Telephone poles got U-nails in the ends, and then we just zipped the T-post with some metal wire. So we did that on all 4 sides, and then here we are on the next day planting our trees finally in the ground. So we got a bunch of different trees. We got an orchard mix with peaches and apricots and plums and cherries, and they're all bare root. And then we got some elderberries, some blueberries, some ulala berries, some raspberries. And so basically we planted the trees 12 feet apart, and then the berries in between them, 6 feet away from the trees. And then the rows are about 15 feet apart, so they have plenty of room to grow and spread out. And then within these rows, we're gonna plant some perennial vegetables, and just kind of fill it in with whatever we feel like. So yeah, basically we just dug a bunch of holes. The trees were soaking in a molasses mix with some root hormone. We just soaked our willow cuttings, and then that water is basically a root hormone. So that's the buckets that we used. And so they're soaking in there as we dig their holes, and then we pull them out of the bucket. And these ones actually have some dirt around the roots, so we break them up a bit. And then Leo right there has some mycorrhizal fungi that we're sprinkling on, and that fungus helps the roots communicate with the soil, and it helps make that trade of minerals for sugars, and it's like a highway between the plant and the soil. So they'll develop those fungi on their own, but it's nice to give them a jump start. Helps them to get a nice start to their life. So here's the drone shot of after everything's planted. We've got wood chips down, or some straw. In some places we ran out of wood chips. And then after this, I ran the irrigation line. It's basically a half-inch tubing that you get from Home Depot. You get 500 feet of it for $50, so it's super cheap. And we've got them on timers. Watered everything in, and you put little emitters on each of the plants, and then you can water it however much you want. I think that's basically it. There's a little video here of me walking around showing the plants. So it goes berry tree, berry tree, berry tree, and we did 20 blueberries, so this whole first row is all blueberries, and then you've got pomegranates and elderberries here in this row, and that's basically it. There's still a little bit of cleanup to do in these aisles, some wood, and I always find old pieces of metal and stuff. So but that's basically it for the food forest for now, and I'll keep posting updates as we go. If you have any questions or concerns, you can let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching.